Welcome to Little John's Yarns. Today we'll be making this beautiful crochet boucle beanie. And also, I'll be wearing the Sally Bates finger row counter to do a review in a future video. So let's hop right into the tutorial and I'll tell you the materials that you'll need. We'll be using homespun yarn in the color Wildfire and a 5.5mm crochet hook. Also, you'll notice me wearing my Sally Bates finger row counter right here. I'll put a link for purchase in the description box below. All you have to do is press this button to count your rows, and this little tiny button resets everything. It's a pretty nifty gadget. Okay, we'll start by making a magic ring. And chain 2. 1, 2, and we're going to place 10 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you finish the rest of the remainder of the 10 and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we made it back around and we're going to slip stitch to join. With this yarn, it's kind of hard to see the very first DC, but you have to look very closely. Okay, slip stitch. It can get tricky and your yarn will get caught, so be patient with this yarn. Okay, just click my first row, chain 2, 1, 2, and place 2 DCs into the same space. There's your first double crochet and your second double crochet. Okay, to find your next space, you kind of have to pinch and pull and work in between your double crochets with this yarn. Place 2 double crochets in here. It's kind of hard to see where you're working, so you have to be very careful with boucle yarn. Alright, find your next space and put 2 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to place 2 double crochets in each of the spaces all the way around. Okay, you continue and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, we made it around and we are going to slip stitch to join. Okay, look carefully for the top of that first DC. There it is. And here's your slip stitch. Chain 2. 1, 2. Place 2 double crochets into the same space. First double crochet. Second double crochet. Now place 1 double crochet in the next space. Okay, remember you have to look closely for where your spaces are. Okay, do 2 double crochets into the next space. That's going to be the pattern. 2 double crochets followed by 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet. And now we're going to put 2 double crochets into the next space. Repeat this pattern all the way around and I will meet you back at the other side. Okay, we made it back around. Now let's close off our row 3. We're going to double crochet into the slip stitch to join into the very first double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Place 2 DCs into the same space. 1 and 2. DC into the next 2 spaces. First DC space, second DC space. Now place 2 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2, Now place 1 DC into the next 2 spaces. First DC space, second DC space. Now double crochet into the same space. 2 double crochets, into the same space. We're going to repeat this pattern around. Double crochet into the next 2 spaces, followed by 2 double crochet into 1 space. 1, 2, 2 in 1 place, all the way around. Okay, just slip stitch to join, and that'll be the completion of our 4th row. Like I said, please be patient with this yarn. It can be very frustrating, but once you start and you get the hang of it, you'll start moving pretty smoothly. For this next row, we're going to follow the stitch sequence above. We'll start by chaining 2. 1, 2. Place 2 double crochets into the same space. 1, 2. Place 1 DC into the next 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. Place 2 DCs into the same space. 1, 2, place 1 DC into the next 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 2 double crochets to the same space. 1 and 2. All right, we're going to repeat this all the way around. 1 DC into 3 spaces, 2 DC into 1, all the way around, and I'll meet you at the other side. Okay, we've just completed our 5th row. Slip stitch to join into the very first double crochet. Even I'm having trouble using this yarn a little bit. All right, slip stitch to join. And chain 2. 1, 2. Double crochet into the very same space. Okay, and I'm going to want you to double crochet in each stitch around. We're going to repeat this including this row, for a total of 5 rows, placing 1 double crochet in each stitch around. I'll meet you at the completion of your 5th row. Okay, we've completed our 5 rows of double crochet in each space. We're going to slip stitch to join. We're going to be doing some front post and back post here. We'll start by chaining 2. 1, 2, front post, double crochet on the very first double crochet from the row below. Your next stitch, you are going to back post double crochet, so you go behind the post. This is a little bit trickier than regular yarn. Front post, double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet. Really pay attention to what you're doing, because you really don't want to mess up your stitches here. Okay, we're going to front post, back post all the way around until you make it to the other side. Okay, we've made it back around. We are going to slip stitch to join. We are going to repeat what we did on the previous row. We are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and front post in the previous front post double crochet. You see how the stitch pops out? It's a lot easier to see now. Now do your back post double crochet and see how the stitch is sunken in? You can even feel for it. And do your back post double crochet. Okay, this stitch is popped out, so you do your front post double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet. This creates such a beautiful texture and a nice brim around the hat. Including this row, I want you to do this sequence for a total of 2 rows all the way around. Alright, we completed those 2 rows of front post double crochet and back post double crochet, and now we are going to slip stitch to join, and we are going to fasten off our work because our hat is basically done. All you need to do now is weave in your ends and have the hat done here, or add a cute little beanie puff on top of your hat like I did. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you'd like more information about the finger row counter, there'll be info in the description box below for purchase and my future review.